All right, so what are we doing here today? We're taking some shots of some soaps, some detox, some oils for a company called Sattva Essentials. And I love shooting product photography. That's because your subject isn't always moving around. It's still, so you can really take your time and be creative. So let's jump in and start this out. Every time I start a shoot, I remind myself, photography isn't just about the final image. It's about the process, about slowing down and seeing how light interacts with what's in front of you. This time, I wanted to do something creative pro bono. I put together a collaboration with Sattva Essentials to shoot some of their products: soaps, oils, natural health items. Nothing fancy, just clean, minimal, and honest photography. And once again, I found myself using the Fujifilm GFX 50R for this shoot as well. It's still my favorite camera for controlled work. The files are detailed, the colors have depth, and it gives me that space to work slow, which I love. Lighting-wise, I try to keep the minimal in the space I was in. I used the Visico 5 ETTL flash through a 90cm Octabox with a grid. That grid keeps the light soft but directional. It really helps shades the contrast and shadow fall off. I always use a grid, no matter what I shoot actually. Portraits, products, you name it. And combined with the Visico 5 ETTL flash, I use the negative fill reflector on the other side to control the depth and stop the light from spilling too much. I really wanted to capture the contrast on that opposite side of the main light. And the base setup, just a simple white tray. Sometimes that's all you need. One surface, one light, and attention to detail. And the best thing about this tray is that the white surface is non-reflective. So the images that come out of it when you're shooting products don't have any glare, and it turns out really good. I've used this simple tray in many different professional shoots, and I always bring it with me, especially when it comes to product photography. Okay, so what we're doing now is we've done a lot of flat lay already, individual shots, different type of compositions. Now we're just going to take a bunch of products, lay them down, and see what we can accomplish creatively. And that's what this is all about: being creative, having fun, and getting some great shots with the medium format GFX 50R. Love that camera. Okay guys, so we're done with the flat lay. We're going on a little bit more traditional photography here. We're still using the Visico 5 with the GFX, but I switched from the 50mm 3.5 to the 110. And y'all know the 110 is a beast. So these images are already looking really good. I can't wait to show them to you. Once everything was in place, I started building the mood. Moving the light an inch or two at a time, watching how the reflections changed. And that's the part I actually don't like at all. But seeing how subtle adjustments completely transform the frame is all worth it. Because I'm a perfectionist when it comes to light. Shooting is the fun part, but you have to dial in your light first and foremost when you're working in a controlled environment like that. Product photography teaches you patience. It forces you to think about shape, highlights, and texture. You know, a little shift in angle or a little shift in focus can make all the difference. And sometimes when you're shooting products, you burn the candle at both ends because you're really trying to put in the work, be creative. You're almost using 100% brain capacity, and you're taking so many shots that look the same just to get that perfect angle. And the best thing about it is, when you feel like you haven't been able to be creative in a really long time, getting to spill that into your work for many hours with a subject that's not moving around and you can be really, really creative with it, that's just one of the best feelings. And when the lighting finally feels right, you stop and everything just clicks. I think that's what I love about photography. It's problem solving and art at the same time. You're balancing precision with instinct, the technical with the creative. And when you manage to find that balance, there's no better feeling. I know a lot of photographers out there would agree with me. And you start to realize it's not about how complex your setup is. It's about how intentional each decision feels. And at the end of the day, shoots like this remind me why I started. Because even something as simple as soap and oils can turn into something beautiful when you take your time and be creative. Experiment, adjust, enjoy the process, because that's where the real growth happens. In those quiet hours when you're just playing with light. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care now.